Wow, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, that was an epic, epic event getting going this morning. Turns out that my Mac did need an update, and it was a big one. So it took until now before it had completed that task. So apologies for being late. I was actually here on time to have gone live at 8 a.m., but it is 8:52 here in Port Elliot, South Australia. And I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So we are here on what is potentially going to be a very hot day. I was able in that gap of time to be able to do a load of washing, hang it out, get back in, put some water on the fruit trees and give them a little bit of a soak and back in. So here we are. Now, it is going to be a hot day, so let's get going. I've got plenty of things that I'd love to do with my writing, and I'd love to see what the cards have to say about that for my day ahead. Tune into your psychic senses, your ability to trust that gut feeling as you're moving through. See what the cards have that will help you be guided through your day today. And if it doesn't matter. It's good fun, isn't it? So I'm just going to pop up the links to my Psychic Online website because I just noticed this. If you take note of the different icons I'm using on the two different YouTube channels, okay? One is called Psychic Roz, which is this one. You'll recognise as being more me at the moment, okay? And that's a more up-to-date photo, of course. And then this one here is my younger me. I'm not sure how many years ago, but because I can see them one on top of the other, think, gosh, I haven't done too bad aging. I thought I'd pop that in, and here is the one that is my Facebook page. That's what you should be looking at with that icon there. It is the business page side of it for the psychic.online. Yeah, for me, there. Good morning, Carol. Lovely to see you here. And you may notice that I've put a background on the commenting area. See there? So that it's the purple. I've got to figure out how to raise and lower fingers so you can read it better. I was having trouble with that. So good morning to you on a beautiful Sunday morning. It is. I'm just hoping it doesn't get too hot. We have prediction of about 39 degrees Celsius here. That's not the Fahrenheit, that is the Celsius. We are in summer. Let's go to the cards. Okay, here we have them. The Fairy Tale Lenormand deck again, because I do use the same deck for the 2 weekend days when I choose them. So this is what Spirit have basically chosen for this weekend, is the Fairy Tale Lenormand. What we have is the Coffin in the home space, Fox in the theme, that overall aspect of what our day will be as a theme is that one, Fox. Letter we've got in the workspace, and this was where it was yesterday too, so interesting. So we've got that carrying through. What I'll do is bring it up to the zoomed aspect. This is the guidebook. I will be using that as I read these because they are interesting when there's something new in the cards. It gives the more accurate rendition of what the creator of this deck intended. So I do read them as is. Now let's see if that will, go into the zoom properly. And Spirit wanted me to have this particular card above the others in alignment. So there's probably that reason of importance, maybe predominance. It is the theme of the card. This is what we have as that's the main emphasis for today. Okay, so let's see what that means in the guidebook. It's card 14. So we'll look that up very quickly. Oh, I've got the coffin one it opened up to very quickly. Like it was almost instant. So it is as you can tell, it's a tiny little book. It's hard to hold. All right, so there we've got Fox. What it is in this particular deck, keywords are rule breaker, doing the unexpected, and deception. So similar-ish sort of meanings to the regular Lenormand I'm used to, as in the Gilded Breviary. You'd look online for anything and it's probably within that theme line of the, you know, sly fox, all that stuff. But this one is rule breaker, doing the unexpected and deception. So as a theme, the fox shown here is representative of the tricksters in the land of fairy tales. So rather than being from one specific tale, he is the wolf, the coyote, the imp who wants to play tricks on you. When this card appears, someone isn't doing what he's supposed to do. Is that you? That's my input. Or is it another? Or it may be his role, to break the rules. So while being deceived can seem like a bad thing, this can be a good card, meaning fate is working in your favour. So here we go. There's always going to be the positives in the cards and, well, the negatives. I put the energy to the positives. Always do, always will. And good morning, Rosanall from Kay. Beautiful card. Thank you. A beautiful row of rainbow hearts. I love it. I love it. Everyone knows that by now, I'm sure. So with the fox, be cautious before you accept any story as fact. Oops, I skipped a sentence. Hang on, let's go back to that. So while being deceived can seem like a bad thing, I've already read this. This can be a good card, meaning fate is working in your favour. So I'm definitely going to be concentrating on this as the theme, being fate is working in your favour. Okay, but don't expect all the rules to be followed when this redhead shows up. Be cautious before you accept any story as fact. If you are given new responsibilities at work, they may not come with more money right away. Redheads are associated with this card, so pay special attention to anyone with auburn locks. And they could be there to teach you a lesson in deception. Who knows? See what you feel as you look at this card. It's got beautiful detail of being prepared. It does look like the story that is the Little Red Riding Hood with a cape, but it's the fox in the cape instead of Little Red. Prepared though, because there is a bag of, you know, in Australia we'd call it the swaggies bag, or swaggy pack. What is it called for those Aussies? You know how those guys that used to go and walk about when it was the Depression years. There might be someone that knows what that bag's actually called. You look at the richness of what is this wood. It might be in its winter, yes, because there's not many leaves on there, but it certainly looks like a rich wood and place to be having fun as a kid, playing hide and seek's what I'm feeling with this one. But anyway, the theme for the day with this is, I think it's that fate is working in our favour. There's that opportunity waiting for us to take advantage of it, to push it forward into our positives. Like the fox is waiting patiently for whatever thing that's going to happen. I was just going to say manipulation, probably, because we do have the story here of the wolf. Okay, let's go to the coffin. Let's find that one next. Okay, that is card number 8. And we have the keywords being ending. This is in the home space too, by the way. So keywords are ending, death, transformation, sad times. Now we don't always have this type of downer on the coffin with some of the other decks I've used, but let's see what the story's got for us. So we have from Snow White, the Brothers Grimm version, we see her coffin draped for mourning. The coffin card is about death. When you see this card, remember that Snow White's youthful life with the dwarves stopped here. Her new adult life would begin when she's awakened by the prince. See, there's the positives here. There was a great deal of sadness when her 7 companions found Snow White dead. They placed her in the glass coffin so that they could mourn her while still seeing her beautiful face. The prince's cloak drapes the coffin because his love alone can revive Snow White. When she awakens, she's been transformed into a princess. Never forget that old ways must end before change and progress occur. Here is that fate coming into action. Where the coffin appears in your spread, it indicates something coming to an end. So we've got this in our house, our home energies. So something in the home space is coming to an end. And for me, just picturing families and school year end and starting of holidays. So there's that switch and transition from, you know, school process, you know, all of that regime and the rest that we're so used to. Today, that factor does end because tomorrow it's the official start of school holidays because of, you know, you don't start holidays on the weekend when it's school stuff, even though you might. Anyway, you know what I mean. You do know what I mean. This card can be an actual death, but it also suggests the idea of letting things go. So have that ability to see it for what the situations mean, as in it can be just the letting go. Good question for this card is, what changes need to happen in your life? So, you know, there will be changes. Have an eye out for it. There is a little face peeping through that part of that wood. There's a lot of woods and forests involved in storytelling, isn't there? And the you know, the fairy tales. Beautiful card. It is a lovely card though, because it does have positivity in that change to something new. So look for where you can best affect that needed change, right? So there is something coming up there, and it's today because this is how we're reading the cards. They are today's energies. So certainly something is coming up that's going to be a change, and we have that supported by the fox because that is something positive is going to be, now I can't even remember what the exact words were, but it is that positivity of new pathways, new change going to happen. I might just quickly look up that fox again. What was it called? It is fate is working in your favour. So that's what this one is. Fate is working in our favour for the day today. So whatever is changing is in your favour. Okay? Now we go to the letter card again. I've got some more who've popped in. Hello, Ashley from YouTube, looking there from one of the YouTube channels. Thank you for popping in. It's lovely to see you. And this is a general card spread reading, so anything that you've got that you're questioning in life, apply these cards to what you might feel. The fox is the overall energies, the coffin is in the home space, and now we're looking at the workspace with the letter card. And we have Fiona. Good morning, Ros Gurley, and all around the globe. Was having trouble with your internet. I had trouble with setting up the computer this morning. Well, it wasn't trouble. It was that it needed to have the update. So I allowed it, and it took half an hour, three-quarters of an hour to actually get completed. So here we have, I'll just pop it up again because it drops off very quickly. 15, 12, 24, so that's the day number is 8. We've got 8 and 9 for the first card, 17, 14 and 9, 27 and 9, because each of these cards do have an extra playing card here. That's the reference to the second card. And we then have love 22. So I think that means it's all equaling 22, or the 4, depending on how you read your see there, that bottom line, and the 22 is an angelic number, so just above those beautiful hearts. So thank you for that, Fiona. You know, I love that numerology. Now over to card 27, which is the letter, and this is an interesting, it's not quite what you expect from the Little Red Riding Hood story that I knew as a child. This one's just slightly different. The letter is, keywords, written exchanges, results, documents, message, instructions, or mail. Okay. There was no comment bar. I'm popping it up each time that I'm mentioning it, Fiona, like this. Okay, I'll do it once more. That's the comment bar, is what I mean. What comes over and swings into the view. I put it in a background this time so it's easier to read. Thanks for mentioning that, though. It's just to explain that, yes, that's the comment bar when I mention it. So, with those keywords that we've got, Little Red Riding Hood by Charles Perrault, I think it's pronounced Perrault, is a tale relating to communications. So Red Riding Hood's mother has instructed her to bring a basket of treats for her granddaughter, hence basket there. Whoops, I've got to pick this up. The basket of treats. So from that, and to stay on the path, that's the extra to that sentence. But the wolf has slipped a letter into the basket as well. Unaware of the lupine threat just a few steps away, our heroine has stopped to pick some flowers. Her pause gives the wolf a chance to communicate with her. He tricks her into telling him where her grandmother lives. When she finally made it to her grandmother's cottage, Little Red Riding Hood knew something was wrong. The wolf has devoured the grandmother and eats Red Riding Hood too. The woodsman hears the wolf and quickly cuts him open to save both Red and her grandmother. In this tale, as in many, the contents of a letter can affect the outcome of a story. So here's this beautifully crafted letter with what looks like a ribbon closing it and a wax seal. You can see with the wax seal, it's got the wolf's footprint on it, his print, his seal. Definitely know from the wolf. Anyway. So when you see the letter, know that news of some sort is coming. Okay, other meanings include getting documents or results back from a test. End of year with kids just finishing the year, that's probably quite likely. Report cards and all of that type of thing. Or with matriculation, needing to wait for their results. Or maybe they come in earlier than they used to and they can access them straight away. I think their exams will probably in November. I don't think they were December, early November or late October, I can't remember. I haven't been involved in the school realm for a number of years now, except for just through granddaughter. But anyway, other meanings include those documents. Good news or bad news, the letter needs to be read. So it is talking about the communications that we're needing to take note of, and being in the workspace, it does bring that importance of being careful. Certainly read the letters, read the communications, but be careful how you discern what their meanings are, because we do have that fox who has tried some trickery. Okay, he didn't succeed in the long run, so know that whatever our good fortune is for the day today, remember the focus is on good stuff coming out of our day. That is the theme, and it's and I've got to go back to 14 because my memory's short. So it can be a good card, meaning fate is working in your favour. So whatever your intentions are, put it clearly to Spirit that it will work in your favour, because the communication with Spirit does need to be fairly clear. Do the direct messaging, almost like you are sending up that telegram, even though some people might not know what a telegram is, except for that app that is a communications app. I do have that on 2 of my phones, I think, probably. So have the positive intentions, certainly build up that is your expectation toward the positives, and allow the messages to be forthcoming, that you must read them though. Don't let them sit in your inbox for too long or on the phone or whatever. Check it out. Certainly make sure that you are checking your communications. Even though Sunday for me has traditionally always been the day of rest, it might be at the end of the day in preparation for your work day tomorrow. Just have a quick look, or do it now, then it's out of the way and done. Okay. And be prepared for change to happen as far as that coffin goes. New things are coming into the energetic field. Okay, in the home space for that one. Okay. Right, so Fiona, what I mean is there was no comment bar when I come in for me to put a comment. Sorry about the misunderstanding. Oh, that's all right. That's interesting. Well, I had a bit of an issue with my Cam this morning not being able to edit the date to start with. That's why I knew I had to do a restart of the computer, do the update that it needed. Something was starting to go a bit awry. So understand that. And good morning all. And Roz from Sharon, good morning. You might need to watch replay if you so desire, of course. And Fiona's saying hi to Sharon. So that was in one of the Facebook pages. So great to be able to at last get here and do the reading. I really love and enjoy doing these sessions. If you remember, I did, for those who were at the start, I have put up the two. There's the one that's on YouTube, the psychic.online. I think I spelt it right. I'm pretty sure I did. And here is the one that's on my Facebook page. And would love for you to be able to like and subscribe to the Facebook pages. I've got the both, the Psychic Online as well as Boundy, as well as Boomer Press now. So, and there's the one that is my Facebook page, if you want to have a look at that one for some, because I do have this stay in that page. I don't take any of the videos down. Okay, so that's it for the day today, and good morning to you, John. It's your birthday, 35. Wow, so you're over in either Canada or US, whichever. It is 5:42 in the morning, so no, that's not even there, is it? That's not long enough away. So where are you? Where are you, John? 5:42. Would that make you somewhere around the Asian areas? Anyway, happy birthday to you, John. Lovely to celebrate our solar returns, isn't it? And it is a Mercury retrograde. Yes, that does explain some of the computer stuff, because retrogrades are the it is the revise, look back on, and things not, especially Mercury being the communication planet, definitely things going a bit haywire with computers. So I'll put that up again because I didn't finish reading it. Thank you, Ros Gurley. Have a fab day and keep cool. And for others, have a good evening. Exactly. Thank you. And Fiona's saying happy birthday to John, lad. Good. Yes. Still a lad at 35. Absolutely. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. You know I appreciate and love you all. I'll be here tomorrow morning, hopefully at the 8 o'clock. I won't have to do another upgrade for a while, I presume. And thank you to you, Fiona. And on that note, I will say, keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste.